Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm just gonna finish getting set up. I just wanted to make sure I got on so you didn't think that I was going to be super duper late. Um, so let me just need to get the speaker set up for the music on the stream, and then after that's done, I'll make sure I can see all the comments, and then we'll be good to go. I hope that everybody is doing well. Hope you had a great week and weekend. Um, let's see here. Let's get my glove on. Alrighty. Alright, so we got the music. Should just take me just a second to get the stuff set up. Come on, laptop, you can do it. Oof. How's everybody doing? Hopefully well. Sorry, my laptop is... Oh, it's trying to open up everything from the last time I was on. That's why it's being slow. Alright, so I got this set up now. Alright, sorry. Almost there. Oops, I'm actually gonna put that on this side. Four likes already. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Alright, so I'm just getting my gesture drawing set up. This session one. Do the normal 15 drawings, a minute 30 seconds. Okay. Get it over here. Alright, and there it goes. Alright, so I'm finally good to go now. I got the chat set up so I can see it. Let's get started. Again, really appreciate all y'all for joining. And actually, sorry, let me get I gotta get a new canvas because this is for thumbnails and it's too small. Get the 4K canvas going. That should work. Alright, now I'm ready. Without further delay. So, if you are new to these streams, what I typically do is I go through and do gesture drawing with reference just to start. And now at this point, that's a little too small. Now at this point, I'm doing gesture as well without reference. And you'll see me do that after I get through with my... I just say that this is like a warm-up at this point. I'm still learning quite a bit from doing gesture. But I'm learning more actually at this point, I think, from doing gesture from imagination. So I do apologize that last week I did not do 2 streams like I typically do, but I was away. I love that every time I stream at this point, my dog is just going bananas in the background. I don't think y'all can hear him, but it is what happens. I think today, too, along with my imaginative gestures, I'm going to try to do some, put some musculature on them, and also, maybe even try to do some clothes from imagination. Of course, I think Max needs to go outside. What's up, Coop? How's it going, man? I might have to pause in just a minute. I think my dog needs to go out. Feet. Alright, Max, give me 1 second, buddy. Why does this feel like I have forever? Did I accidentally do 2 minutes? I feel like I did. Let's see, I'll be able to tell. No, I didn't. It's weird. I'll be right back, guys. I'm sorry. Max is going bananas. I think he needs to go out. So I need to make a BRB like overlay or something. Sorry. 1 second. You go out, Bubs. Let's go outside. Come on. Sorry about that. I am back. Oh boy. Coop, how you been? I missed y'all this weekend. I was wondering why my my pen was so light. Yeah, he did take over. There he goes. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Zoom out just a bit. Hi. I'm sorry. I don't want to butcher your name. Piruletta? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Sorry, I just saw your message. I tend to get distracted when I'm doing the gestures and stuff. I try to look once I'm finished. Thank you for joining the stream. Oh, you're good. Appreciate you joining it all, Coop. Even if you are multitasking a bit. Nice. If you want me to explain anything that I'm doing or anything like that, feel free to ask questions and I shall get to them as soon as I possibly can. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Done with time anyways. Appreciate you joining. Let's see, it's twisted. Alrighty. Alrighty. Sorry guys, I am a little tired, so my commentary is literally non-existent. But I'm just like really trying to think about a lot of things, but I'm starting to get to this point where I need to really think about my stroke count and my drawings as well. Trying to figure out the easiest way to draw things. So that when it comes comic time or manga time, I don't like that one, but that's okay. I can make things look clean, you know. got that in. That's about as far as I want to go with that one. Also, think about a request for what you might want to see at the very end. I might have time to do it. Today's a little different than usual for me just because I do have a company that's going to be coming over. So I won't have as much time as I typically do. Excuse me, which is why I also started early. Uh-oh. There's not enough space. There it goes. That should be better. I think this pose I have pretty much memorized. Which is pretty cool considering it's a crouching pose. Oink! What's going on, buddy? And yeah, I'm getting there. Subs slowed down quite a bit over the past few days, but I think a part of that is because of the lack of live streams last week, because my live streams typically get in a good amount. Sorry, I wanted to pause this just for a second because I'm gonna cheat and take some time to make sure I draw on this foot, lower leg and foot. Don't think that's quite right. I think that there goes something like this. But I'm gonna look up the reference. Sorry, give me one second. Actually I had it right the first time. Alright. Sorry about that, I just wanted to get that foot in. May I ask how many circles you think you've drawn? Oh, jeez, dude. I have no idea. Thank you, JPEG. Yeah, I definitely end up working on my foot structure and hand structure here pretty soon. For these, I typically just kind of put in a triangle. I like to, like here, I like to do kind of like this ball for the heel, and do this like triangle shape up here for where the foot attaches to the ankle, and then I kind of like just do that. I mean, and I know that there's like an arch and everything like that, but I was more so trying to memorize the whatchamacallit, memorize the pose a little bit better, and I couldn't do it. So here's the thing, Oink. How many circles have I drawn just in this sheet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know, right? So it's I'm probably creeping up on I don't know. I would say 10,000, at least 10,000, probably many more than that. It's hard for me to know. But yeah, JPEG, I appreciate you giving me some feedback. Can take all I can get with feet and hands, my lord. So let's see here. Whoops. Let's see, the knee is here. Then we get circle. Set. Oh, okay. I see. Well, I mean, it was still helpful for me. It's always good to know what people do to break down like complex figures and shapes and stuff. So yeah, I appreciate that. Whoops, I gotta do another page. Probably should just get rid of this pose. This pose is not necessary. You can do one facing the other way. I find that pose challenging, so I can engage how to do it with the female back arched. Can you do... Oh, can I do one facing the other way? Are you talking about like this? Like this kind of pose? Sure. So, sorry, let me turn this down just a bit. So loud. Yeah. So when you're doing poses with like like an arch in the back, my suggestion for you would be to first, like, it also depends on what you're doing as far as your like general shape is going for the pelvic region. But you can just do ovals, and really it's just kind of connecting these ovals. That's really it. Doesn't have to be more complicated than that. Proco does, I'm sure you've seen it, but Proco does like this thing called like the Robo Bean, and that's basically what this is. So if I were to add like the more of the anatomy of the hip, I would do this, and then you get the kind of get the leg that pops out here. This probably is still okay. But yeah, I mean that's really it. It's the torso is like, it's one of those things that if you get it wrong, it looks really wrong, but it's not too bad. Yeah, and I mean, the Robo Bean is like rectangular prisms, but I don't really like that too much. I like doing these more circular or ovular shapes if you're not gonna do like actual like anatomy. I'm trying to get to this point where, which is why I'm practicing with reference still, trying to get to this point where I can just do it with the actual anatomy, because it's just, you know, cuts back on time. And it's just, you know, obviously it's going to be more accurate because it's the actual anatomy. But yeah, it's torsos are not too. This is a little off, but torsos aren't too bad. The main thing is just getting your proportions at least as correct as you can. And then attaching, like just connecting stuff. It's RoboBean. So instead of using these shapes that I used here, RoboBean is doing I guess I can do this shape still this way. Yeah. I can't remember exactly how the hips were, but RoboBean would be doing something like this. And then you would just add the anatomy on top. It's like hard for me to like remember how to actually do this correctly because it's been a while since I've done the RoboBean, but so something like that. But I mean, as far as like realism is concerned, this is way more realistic than this. That's why I don't typically use a RoboBean unless I'm having like real struggles. But yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean that's what he calls it. To be honest with you, it's no different than people. I don't know. What's it? No difference than how people just simplify anatomy anyways, and then they add stuff on top of it. It's the same stuff. It's just that's what he called it. Fun name though, RoboBean. No, not yet. I'm thinking about doing that at some point in the near future. I don't think I'm not quite at enough subscribers. Maybe when I hit like 5K or 10K subs, then I'll maybe start doing some like Udemy courses or something like that. I also have a lot to learn still. I'm getting there. It's just there's a lot I still have to learn before I can really teach it. I could probably do like a decent like gesture drawing course on Udemy, just because I feel like my gestures have gotten to a point where I can teach it. But other than that, like I have to learn a lot about like coloring and things like that. Alrighty, so let's look at the spoils of war for today. So we got these and these, all pretty good. I think this one's the worst one, but it's just because it's not a great pose to begin with. So I probably should get rid of that one for my like gesture drawing little database thing that I got going on. But I'm pretty happy with all of these. Yeah. Good to go. Alrighty, so now we'll do some imaginative gestures. And it's not completely from imagination, it's mostly from memory. Just so y'all are aware. So what's one that I didn't draw today? Okay, I'll draw this one first because I did not draw it today. But I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. So I'm trying to also think as I'm doing my imaginative gestures and stuff like that, or figure drawings. I'm trying to think about the perspective that I'm aiming for. Don't like that foot. Let's get this one in first. That's better. What's up, Coop? So, correct practice. I don't think there's any one right way to practice things. With that being said, I would suggest you do it in this order. So, go gesture drawing. And you want to keep your gesture drawing 1 to 2 minute range. Actually, no, that's not true. I would say to 45 second to a minute 15 range. And this is something, so what I was just doing was gesture drawing using that. I'm trying to think. Quick Poses is a good site that's free. So you can start there. You don't have to definitely don't get to this particular kind of level. This has taken me years to get to. So you said you're up, Coop? Were you taking a nap? So that's what you want to do first. Once you get comfortable there, meaning that I would say comfortable is that you can get your gestures between like 70 to 85% correct in about a minute and 30 seconds, and you'll work your way up from this time as you go. But once you get your gestures correct, like 70 to 85% correct, then you'll move towards learning anatomy. Depending on what kind of art you want to do. So if you're a aspiring manga artist like I am, I would say you start with the head. Then you want to go to torso, then arms / upper body, then the legs. Within here, it would be feet and hands. And in your anatomy, what you really want to be focusing on is after like head. Head is super important because you're going to be drawing a lot of faces. More than likely, whatever kind of character art you're doing, you're going to be drawing faces. So that's something you have to really, really work on and consistently do it. But for muscles, so all these are different muscle groups and bones. You want to learn where the point of connection is. So for instance, you'll want to know that sorry, I'm just getting a really sloppy chest in. So what you'll want to know, for instance, is like these are the collarbones on these sides. So the collarbones stretch out. Really simplified version of these bones and shapes, by the way. Make it even, or flat, I should say. So you'll want to know that the collarbones come out past the rib cage. You want to know where the joint part is of your shoulder. And for instance, for the pecs, so you have the humerus here, which is your upper arm bone. You want to know that your pecs actually attach here, right? So the point of attachment for your pec is along your this bone right here is the sternum. I don't know why I was blanking on that, but that's where your pec connects to on both sides, is right along the sternum, and then it kind of travels down, and this bottom part of the pec actually comes up. I don't have enough space over here, so let me. Okay, so your bottom part of your pec actually comes up like this and attaches here, and then the top part of your pec, it actually starts about 2/3 the way down your collarbone, like towards down meaning that way, and it jumps down and actually attaches below where the bottom part attaches. So your pec has this kind of like interesting like fish shape. And if I were to make it 3D, it would be kind of like this. But yeah, that's the kind of, I know I just went into a lot of detail, but that's the kind of stuff that you want to learn, right? Because then, like, for instance, if you want to make this character look super duper ripped, and I actually did a video on this a while back, not a super popular video, but I would say probably one of my best as far as the information is concerned. You want to know that your fibers are all going to go to this point on the arm. So right in here. And that's going to make your characters look like really ripped. And you see this, like, there's also like this almost zigzaggy pattern. Let me see if I can find a good reference really fast to show you what I'm talking about here. But you find this pretty frequently with bodybuilders. Are these lines that I was just showing you. Poop. Oh. I'm goofy. I was like wondering why that wasn't working. That's because I was typing on the wrong thing. Give me 1 second. Body. Let's see here. This is a pretty good one. So let's zoom in here. So you can see that on this bodybuilder, you're getting all of these muscles, or all these muscle fibers, they're going towards this spot right here, and that spot is the part of connection on the humerus bone. So I can probably just get rid of this, actually. Thank you so much for the advice. I may have jumped into anatomy too soon. I'll work more on gesture. The thing that confuses me the most is the hips, male versus female. So I'm not perfect at this because I'm still learning my hip anatomy, so take this with a grain of salt. The big difference that you're going to see with male and female hips, and I can just use this as the example. So the big difference is that it's going to be female hips are shorter and wider. So let's pretend that this is the male and this is the female. So the hips are going, for the male, are going to be pretty bucket shaped. And also pretty, is that true that female hips are shorter and wider? I would say so. So what you're going to get for a male is something like this. This spot right here is here. Let me pull out. Where's my female? Oh, jeez, dude, it's embarrassing. So let me pull up my thing here. So this is what those circles are. It's hard to see because this is white. If I go to this side, it's right in here. It's where the bone, the hip bone, rests. It's also called, if you want the technical term for it, it's called the iliac crest. You can actually feel it on yourself if you take your fingers and you push down on the pointiest part of your pelvic bone that kind of points out. That's kind of what I'm drawing right here. So for a male, you're going to get a few things. One, you're going to get this bone kind of being right over top of where the it's not completely even, but it's gonna kind of rest right where the armpit is, pretty much. And then really you kind of get, I'm trying to simplify it as best as I can, so just excuse me, but you're kind of gonna get this kind of offshoot right here where your femur is, because your femur is shaped kind of like this, and that's like the femur is the big thigh bone, right? So that's kind of where you see, like in males, you're gonna see a slight push out. And then it's going to go down. And from earlier, the main thing too is you still want to have this shape in here, right? So the obliques, like your side muscles here, you can't really see what I'm doing. Let me get my model back here. So these muscles in here, see if this is showing, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to cover up her chest region because I don't know how appropriate that is to show. But this is like, you can even see it on her, on this model. The ribs are here, it flows down. You know what, I can probably just show you from the back. But the ribs are here, it flows down and right into, on this other side here, right into the hip, right? So when you are, sorry, I gotta put her back on her little stand. So when you're doing the anatomy of the torso, for the most part, it's just you connecting this to this part right here. There's a little bit of space in between because there's some muscle that goes over top of that bone. That's typically what it is. So that's gonna be your male. Your belly button's gonna be in here somewhere. I'm not gonna worry about all the abs and stuff like that, even though I'm drawing them anyways. So main difference with the female is you're going to get the hips being at least the same width as like your shoulder, where your like the ball of the shoulder is. So it's gonna be somewhere, maybe not quite that wide actually. It's gonna be probably right in here, and then it's gonna appear a little bit shorter because of that. Right, and then you also get, females have a little bit more in the tensor fasciolata or whatever that muscle's called. I can't remember. But they typically have a little bit more fat actually on that portion. So you kind of get this like hourglass shape that happens. This is pretty like accentuated, right? But this is like the main thing that you're gonna see. Female versus male. Again, super accentuated. So this is, I'm making it very, very exaggerated on purpose, because it's not quite this much, but that's pretty much the difference between the two. I will say both of these are a little too low. But yeah, that's the main difference. Well, it's actually more of a deposit there just because of I think it's actually because of how much wider their hips actually are typically. But their hips are wider because of what you said, Wink. Alrighty. So let me finish this. Hopefully that was helpful, JPEG. In practice, you'll see me do it in a second. In practice, you should be able to tell a bit of a difference. One thing that I'm noticing is with my males, I'm struggling a little bit with my hips more because a lot of the models that I'm using and going off of for my gesture are females. So he is. And also, yeah, just keep studying them, right? And keep drawing them. Make your mistakes. Um, and a video about anatomy. Maybe. The only reason why I wouldn't do a video on anatomy is because a lot of my knowledge on anatomy is from Mark Brunet's course, and I don't want to feel like I'm ripping him off. Oh snap! All right, so we get this. Gonna get a bit of the butt. Okay. This gesture is okay. Not great. So I'm going to add a little bit of musculature onto it. Not a whole lot. There's no reason to... No reason to go crazy. Sorry, it was bothering me that the things were not on the right layer. I should not have erased all that. Something I need to go back over. Yeah, he did. I need to go back over leg anatomy soon because I struggle with it very much so. Alright, I'm cool with that. So let's move on to the next one. I like the circle connecting and check pelvis. Oh, the chest and pelvis. Yeah, if you want to get like everything that I just showed you over here is like getting deeper into the anatomy, which is something that you do want to do because like that's why I'm getting better at my gesture drawing is because I understand what I'm seeing a little bit better, and that's really what you want. Yeah, I understood. It took me a second, but I understood. You're good. Um, yeah, so what you want is to be able to understand what you're seeing more as you get uh, more and more gestures done, and the only way you do that is by studying anatomy. Sorry. Um, yeah, and that stuff takes time. But yeah, the circles, like the circle method it's a good one. And what you want to do with the circle method is find your center lines for both things. So, for instance, I'm imagining the pelvic center line is here. So now I'm going to get this twisting motion. And it's also going to impact which things overlap what. So I would say probably the bottom is coming towards us here, and then you're not really going to get too much. I mean, this is grossly thin, so it probably needs to be pulled out in both directions for the pelvic region, but let me... Sorry, I'm doing this very sloppily, but so this is an overlap here, and then you get something like this. So just like small things, and don't worry about, yeah, because like what's so great about gesture is that you're getting like 15, 20, 30 like bodies that you're drawing at a time, and the more you see the human anatomy, the better you can look at it and say, it looks right, or that doesn't look so right, which is why like I'm getting to the level where I can do this, and this isn't perfect, right? It's nowhere near perfect. There's a lot of work that needs to be done here, but it's accurate. Like, it looks like a human body. So yeah, I'm gonna draw. Hey, 10 likes. Sorry guys, we celebrate 10 likes here. It's good stuff. Really appreciate it. But yeah, what was I saying? I can't remember. Got distracted. But anyways, one of my points was going to be, you know, the more bodies you see, the more you'll get done and learn, right? You just got to keep seeing it over and over and over again. I want to do a few more poses from Imagination really fast, so yeah, that's a good idea. There's a gesture drawing app on Cube Brush that you can get as well, and what you do is you create a folder on your desktop and you place images and stuff that you like gestures and stuff that you like, and it'll do all of those. It'll just put them, it'll randomize them for you. And I would recommend doing that so that you can use the same figures over and over again, and find figures that you're going to end up drawing. So for instance, again, I don't know what kind of art you want to do, but if you want to do comic art, you are going to want to find figures that are not just super dynamic, but you want to have a lot of standing poses too, because your characters are going to be standing pretty frequently. So, alright. Let me think here. What is another good pose? Oh. Yes. Draw Mike. I'm not really good at doing that. Like drawing portraits and stuff.
I'm not horrible at it. It just takes me a while. I mean, that's pretty much what I do when I end streams anyways. Um, when I do like the different like anime references and stuff like that. This one came out pretty good. Oink, I saw you said that you have figured out neck anatomy. Neck anatomy is not easy, actually, so that's good. Alright, so we got that one in. Pretty happy with that. Let's do... No. Only, that's only on stream. Or if I'm doing a video on it. Ooh, I want to do that pose. Ah, boy. Okay, let's see if I can remember. Her body is mostly facing us from I recall. This hip is up. Oh, this part of the hip is up and the other is down. I think that... What is this arm doing? I can't remember what this arm is doing. This is holding the sword. Does it go back? It might. Let's go with that. Wonder how I did on this one. I haven't drawn this one in a long time. Let's see. Oops. Hey, that's pretty good. The only thing I did wrong was this shoulder here, but that's not that big of a deal. Oh, I see. Okay, so the shoulder's up, and then her arm is here. Oh. So the sword's facing this way, which makes sense. Cool. Wow, I did a pretty good job on that one, though. This leg is a little off, and that's because it is coming towards us, down, and then There we go. That's good. That's good. Wow, that was surprising. I'm surprised. It went well. All right. Probably make the. So guys, I think that I'm gonna soft confirm that I'll probably restart. Well, not restart. I'll probably start up a new manga on Voice Me in the up like within a year from now. I don't know exactly when I'll start it up, but I do want to. I think it'll be a good way for me to practice doing this stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna actually add some anatomy on here. So I'll be sure to keep everybody up to date on that. Maybe that'll be once I hit the 1,000 subs. Maybe I'll start to work more so on that stuff. I think that's what it's called. Give me 1 second. Actually, I'll look it up on here so that I can post it. Dang it, I keep doing that. That's the site I'll probably be doing stuff on. Oh, of course, JPEG. You know, that's the point of the streams. That's what I've always wanted to do, is be able to help people learn and see, you know, see how long it takes as well. It's taken me, I mean, I've been doing YouTube for, I don't know how many years at this point, 3 or 4. It's a long process, but it's very fun. Well, isn't always fun, I will say that, though. Always good. Oh, you talking about like Western style, like you talking about like comic art? Both styles are really cool. Very different though. Very different. Let me see something here. Yeah, okay. Right, is that right? No, that doesn't look right. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. I need to look at something. That is right. Huh. Yeah. Can I get it on the App Store? I think so, Coop. I think that you can, I think you can look at it on your phone. I'm not sure, though. Somebody should check that for me. Yeah. Alright, I'm cool with that. I don't need to do too much more. Proceeds to draw more. Alrighty. Let me see here. How many have I done? 3. What do I want to do next? That would be really. That would be like a dream come true. I'd probably cry. I would be so happy. I would cry. All right. So what pose should I do next? That would be really cool. Let's do. Why am I blanking? I feel like I do that one all the time. Do that one all the time too. My brain is. No, it's not leather. It's just cloth. It's one of those cloth ones that help glide over top of the screen when you're drawing, so your hand doesn't stick. Oh. Yep, that's probably a good idea. Legs are entirely too big. That's true. I really need to work on my standing poses. There's just something that's just so unsettling about them. I don't even like. I'm gonna erase this one. I don't like it. All right, let me try this one more again. That's I think what it is. Okay. Alright, that feels a little better. And then I can get this gesture. Alright. That feels much better than what I had before. I know it doesn't look much better for y'all, but okie dokie coop. I'm not sure where you're going with that. Hey, 11 likes. Let's go. Alright, I'm going to take one request. I'll draw that request and then I'll be done for today. One anime or manga related request. I actually have one in mind, if y'all can't think of one. It'll definitely be hard, but so this is totally from imagination. That one. The other ones were from memory. So I'm not gonna do a giant Bugs Bunny just because it's not. I'm not gonna really. I love you, Oink. I'm not gonna get too much out of that artistically. As far as learning something that I might use later. It's my only issue with our boy, Big Chungus. Alright, well, since we... I'm also not doing that one. Alright, let me see what this one is. Attack on Titan. Maybe. Attack on Titan, like... Sorry, Coop. I feel like Attack on Titan's, like, style is, like... very generic. Alright. Yeah, it just kind of like... There's nothing about Attack on Titan's style that's like, to me, screaming any form of like individuality. There's just like so many different anime that look just like this. I mean, not that that's a bad thing. Obviously, an extraordinarily popular series, so. It also goes to prove that, it also goes to prove, though, that your style matters less than what you think it does. This is not correct. Alright, there it goes. There we go. About your stick, man. There you go. From what I can remember. Stickmen are the foundation of drawing. Alright. I'm going to actually copy and paste this and then erase away. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I just want to zoom out and see what this is. Nothing important. Okay. Yeah, I actually did it. Alright. So the eyes are pretty simple here. So we get here, here. Actually, I'm going to do a little higher. Sorry, I'm gonna redraw that just a bit here. So then we get this eye. Let's see here. I might not finish this, guys, because I think my company has arrived. Yes, they have. I will quick sketch this in.
I would like that one. Yeah. Hi, honey.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, hi, hi. I'll be done in just a second.
Oh, shit. Are you still online?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, dude.
Oh no, you're fine. I'm wrapping up.
Are the boys on?
Coop is on. Do you want to say hi to Coop?
Sure.
And Oink. You haven't met Oink yet, but he's new.
Do you want to come say hi? Sure. Do you want to live stream? That's exciting.
Yeah. So you can see each other now, or see yourselves now.
We'll be up. Oh! Hi, friends. This is so cool. Are they writing? I can't see anything.
They haven't said anything yet.
Is the hot tub okay?
I'm gonna check it right after this, but it should be fine.
Okay. So peaceful, right? Yeah. I'm sorry.
Alright, so the eye on this back side. They said hi, everybody.
Hi.
Fortune Cookie, what's going on, bud? I'm gonna move move this over just slightly. Alright. And maybe down. Yeah. No problem. No problem at all, JPEG. Oh, that's okay, Oink. They said hi to you. Alright, so... get that, there's not really an upper lip, but they do the indication for the lower lip. This is a slightly... Alright, I mean, this isn't perfect, but... Alright, so we get this, and you don't see her ears, so the rest of this is going to be hair. So we get she's got like the same hair as Rukia. Good, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. 13 likes, whoa. What's going on today? Y'all must have missed me as much as I missed you. Does she have a part? She doesn't really have a part. It's just hair. Which is a little weird. I think one thing I can do actually is just move the eyes up and just a bit, just a little bit. Nothing too crazy here. No. Nah. I think what I had was fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So now she has a couple of strands going this way. Sorry, being sloppy. Alright, let's zoom out just a bit here. And this isn't perfect, but I am running low on time. And let me do this really. Oops. It's not horrible, but I'm trying to think of what needs to change here. I think it might be. I think it's the midline. Needs to be shifted just slightly. Yeah, that's better. Small change, but makes a big difference. There you go. I am relatively happy with that. 2 videos was not the same as 2 streams. You are correct. Alrighty.
No, I haven't. I meant to put it on the other day. It's incredible. I love that.
Alright, guys. That is going to be it for today.
Yes.
And sorry, give me 1 second. Alrighty. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I will come back on Thursday with another video. Maybe in the not so distant future, I'll try to figure out if I can get 3 streams going a week, but I just don't know if that's gonna be feasible for me. But yeah, I really appreciate all the love on the stream. 13 likes is really good for me, so I really do appreciate that. And yeah, I appreciate also the questions about art as well. Yeah, sorry, I gotta go and hang out with my friends and my fiance, so I'm gonna go do that. But I'll be back Thursday, and we'll get things going. Thank you so much, JPEG. I'll see you on. Okay, if you can't come Thursday, that's cool, but I'll be on Thursday. If not, I'll see you next week. I hope y'all have a fantastic night, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.